Hey everybody, it's Drayton from Scale Trains, and today we're going to talk about the new Rivet Counter N Scale -9s. Stay tuned. So the latest run of Rivet Counter N Scale -9s were just announced, and there's a whole lot of new exciting paint scheme variations. I'm talking 14 spread out among 5 different road names. The first road name that we're going to look at today is BNSF Railway. For you 90s guys, this run includes several as-delivered versions with the red walkways. And for those who aren't familiar, there's a little bit of a backstory. At that time, BNSF was trying to decide on a paint scheme. They had some, what we rail fans refer to as fake bonnet -9s, essentially war bonnet -9s with deck-mounted ditch lights and simple BNSF lettering on the center hood, the engine compartment. And GE had all this extra red paint lying around. So when the Heritage 1 paint scheme was decided upon and these first units started to get painted at Erie, Pennsylvania, GE was trying to figure out what to do with all this extra red paint. So the solution was to take the paint and paint the walkways on these locomotives, and that's exactly what they did. So a lot of the BNSF as-delivered -9s had the red walkways. We've received a lot of questions. Why'd you guys paint them red? Well, there's your answer. Over time, the walkways some of them did get repainted orange. Even today, there are BNSF -9s running in 2023 that still have the red walkways, although they're quite faded or almost gone because of 25 years of people walking all over them. But those paint scheme variations are available in this run. So the red walkway version and the orange walkway version. We also have a unique road number that has a primer red hood, an engine compartment hood that's painted in primer red. And the reason why is because of a turbocharger fire. And the locomotive essentially, had all this charring from when, the famous GE explosion happened. And their solution was to replace the prime mover and fix the turbocharger and just paint the hood primer red, because eventually it would get repainted in another facility. So that road number is in this run. Additionally, we are offering a super cool road number. It is painted in the Heritage 1 scheme, but it has Heritage 2 lettering. So the yellow BNSF Heritage 2 style lettering, and it also has a replacement Santa Fe War Bonnet HVAC unit, which I just think is so cool. And of course, those are for you modern guys. So they have the yellow striped sills on the side to be in compliant with the FRA's visibility requirements post 2007. So really excited for these new BNSF paint scheme variations. So if you guys hear a lot of racket going on behind us, that's because we're getting ready for the Scale Trains open house. This is our first open house that we're having here at our new location in Cleveland, Tennessee. It's not really new anymore. We've been here for about a year, but we're doing some improvements around here to make sure that this place looks awesome for when you guys visit us. If you want to attend that event, make sure you pre-register for the event. There's only a certain amount of space that we have, so make sure you click the link in the video description here if you want to attend. That date is October 21st from 9:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. here in Cleveland, Tennessee. Hope to see you here. All right, so back to our N Scale -9s. The next road name we're going to talk about is Canadian National. So for you CN guys, you'll be happy to know this run includes some new tooling that includes the iconic teardrop style window. And we're offering 3 different paint scheme variations for CN modelers. We have the as delivered scheme and the website scheme, and also a unique road number with an Eco Connections logo on the side of the cab nose. It's pretty cool. If you want to be able to add some variety to your consists, you've got the opportunity here with these CN -9s. All right, so for you Chicagoland guys, or really just Midwest guys in general, you'll be happy to know that we have included 2 paint scheme variations for Chicago and Northwestern. Of course, you've got the as-delivered yellow and green paint scheme, and you have the Operation Lifesaver scheme. The same road numbers that we've offered previously in HO scale, you now have the opportunity to add to your roster in N scale. So of course, Chicago and Northwestern, pilot-mounted ditch lights, nose-mounted number boards, just truly a iconic look, and they're going to look awesome with AC 4400s. So we'll see what happens. The AC 4400s in HO scale are on the way, and you might see them in N scale in the future too. All right, so the last road name in our latest run of Rivet Counter HO Scale Dash 9s is Union Pacific, of course. And we're offering several different versions. Our previous run of N Scale Dash 9s featured modern versions, so with the yellow sill stripe for you guys post 2007. This run includes several different as-delivered road numbers. Same thing, you know, the nose-mounted number boards, pilot-mounted ditch lights, all that good stuff. But we've also included road number 9701, which features a unique employee commemorative plaque on the nose. It's the only road number that had that plaque, and we've offered it previously in HO scale, so it's really cool to see that feature coming to N scale. It's amazing that, you know, just taking a shrink ray, basically taking an HO scale locomotive and bringing it down to N scale. So as I mentioned earlier, there were some Union Pacific Dash 9s that were more modern. We actually have a few left from the first run. They're in stock now here in our warehouse in Cleveland, Tennessee. We also have Santa Fe, well actually BNSF patched versions. They're the Santa Fe war bonnet paint scheme, pink bonnets as we rail fans like to call them. We also have Norfolk Southern top hats for you NS guys, the horse head paint scheme, so they're the more modern ones just before they got rebuilt into AC44 C6Ms. And of course, like I said earlier, we had the Union Pacific. So if you can't wait to get our new Dash 9s on pre-order, you can order the ones that we have in stock now. We've got a separate link in the video description here that you can click. You get free shipping here in the contiguous United States, so that's a great deal in itself. And of course, as with all of our N Scale Dash 9s, they're available with the DCC and Sound LokSound 5. And the upcoming run of Dash 9s will feature an E24 connector. So a little different than the Next 18 connector that we've offered in the past. It's just part of our continual upgrades when it comes to N-scale models. So with that, I want to say thanks for tuning in. If you haven't done it yet, make sure you subscribe to the Scale Trains YouTube channel. Make sure you smash that like button. It really helps out a lot with the YouTube algorithm. We're putting out new content like this on a regular basis. We've got a lot of really exciting content coming. Not just update videos, we've got layout tours, we've got all kinds of exciting things planned, weathering videos, time to model videos, prototype spotlights. We're even going to do a video in the future about how to take pictures of model trains for manufacturers. So we're excited about that. And we also might have a recap video for our open house with all that racket you hear in the background. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you're subscribed. I'm Drayton from Scale Trains. We'll see you next time. Have a great week, everybody.